Hey YouTube, Auntie Swirl Girl is back. Whew, I just got back in the house. I had to take the little girl out and do a little walking because we all up in here with this pandemic weight. And I had to get her out there. And she's a freaking 19 years old and didn't even want to go. I had to literally drag her to go take a walk with me. So we went out and it's pretty nice out here in Georgia. I mean, it rained, but it's nice and humid, so it's still warm outside. So we got a nice, good walk around the neighborhood and burned some calories. So now we good to go. So, how are you guys doing? I said, man, listen, I tried to go on and watch TV. I tried. I pay DirecTV every damn month. Okay. So I said, okay, since I'm paying them, let me go in and try to watch a little Housewives because I'm always on YouTube. I never get to watch TV. So I caught an attitude. I said, I'm getting ready to go in here and watch what I pay for. Of course, unable to download any of my shows, unable to watch any of my shows online. So here I am. I said, well, there was nobody on YouTube doing any content. I said, let me make some content then. Okay. So here I am, guys. How you doing? How you doing? And it's wine time. I know. It's early. Don't judge me. So yeah, let's see what we got on the agenda. Ooh, child. Now I can see clearly. All right, so we're out here in the ATL, so we might as well start where we at. Okay. First, I just want to give a shout out to Georgia Department of DFACS. Thank you real kindly for denying me for EBT. Talking about I'm not eligible and nobody in my house is eligible. Just because I'm a little chubby and the girl over there a little chubby and the boy a little chubby, the other girl a little chubby, don't mean we ain't eligible. Tired of this. Pissing me off. What, they got some kind of weight eligibility? If you a certain weight, you ain't eligible for EBT. Damn it, man. I'm gonna try again. You ain't gonna get away for long. I'm gonna try again. Anyway, moving around. They better be glad I can afford food, as you can see. Moving right along. I just had to put that disclaimer in there. It kind of pissed me off. It kind of like came to my mind out of nowhere. You know, I be flaring up. So, anyway, talking about Georgia. Did you hear poor Ludacris he done came back into town. You know, I think he lived out in Africa somewhere with that African lady and whatnot. And I think he came out here. I don't know if he came out here because, you know, he got that baby with that other girl who was his friend who was a stripper that he got pregnant while he was with the African girl. So he took the baby from her so he didn't have to pay child support. So I guess he has to come for visitation. Well, guess what happened? As his ass was over here visitating, homie went to the damn ATM and somebody straight stole his vehicle. Now, okay. All right. Now, I don't want to victim shame. But I'm going to victim shame. Okay? Because I got the right to. If my broke ass can go through the Chase drive-through, right? Right? Woman of minimum pennies. Woman of low dollars. Woman of not hefty bank account. If I could go through, if I can drive through an ATM, I'm pretty sure Ludacris could have went through the drive-through. He could have went through the drive-through. Nowadays, ain't no reason to get out your car for nothing. Not grocery, not nothing. And this is before the pandemic. Why would you get out of your car? Fancy man, fancy pants. Well, guess what? They jacked his ass and got the car. I feel so bad for that man. I know he said, damn, I just touched down, just got here. Welcome home. Welcome back. Well, anyway, moving right along. I just had to put that out because I was a little bit confused. You know, I don't want to be like hoodlum and ghetto and yeah, he did no. But I'm not. You ain't been going that long to forget where you from. That's when you need a reality check, when you forget where you from. Everybody knows Gatlanta. I don't go nowhere without my with the burner, with the blicky, with the Nina. with the cold steel. I do not leave the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Quick Trip. I don't go anywhere outside of my house without my blicky now. Come on now. And I'm in the suburbs. Okay? Now, moving right along. Let me scratch that off. Scratch. We staying in Atlanta. We staying in Atlanta. As you all know, T.I.'s mom lives around the corner from me, so we're going to stay in the neighborhood. We're going to stay in the neighborhood. She lives around the corner, right down the road, up the road, actually. I had a couple of friends who used to hang out at her house and stuff. They would never take me. Whatever. Anywho, did you hear that T.I. and Tiny, that Clifford done pulled out a gun on Tiny's friend or acquaintance? You know what? The first thing I thought of was a threesome gone bad, a threesome gone wrong. Because why would you have that amount of animosity and hate and you know how he talks like Bill Cosby? What? How? Why would you want to risk your whole life, your freedom, for some no count thought lady, friend, whatever? You don't even have that energy for Tiny. Did you pull out a gun on Tiny when she was over there with Floyd? Anyway, moving right along. I just want you guys to think about it. It's a bigger story. All right? All I'm saying is something they not telling the whole story, okay? They not telling the whole story. She over here fighting with his assistant. Something is fishy. You know they a little freaky too. Something is fishy, and I'm just gonna scratch that off for now and let you guys ponder the thought. Okay? Now, next, we staying in Georgia now. My girl Tasha K, my fellow Pisanian who used to live in Cobb County until she got ran out of Dodge, thanks to Cardi B. Well, she's still out here over in Gwinnett. You know, it's a little cheaper, a little blacker. But it's all good. It's all good. You do what you do. But did you see the documentary? All I have to say is bravo, madame. It was some good. Listen, that's why I don't watch cable. I don't need cable as long as I got Tasha, the queen of YouTube. And anybody who wants to challenge, come see me. She's the queen. Just give the lady her props. She is the queen. Hate it or love it, it is what it is. Jaguar wrong. You girl, you done barked up the wrong tree, darling. At the right time. You done messed with Tasha. You should have left that lady alone or did your homework first. Anyway, moving right along. Scratch that. All right, so we're going to leave Georgia and we're going to go back to my hometown where I was born and bred, New York City, NYC, the place to used to be, okay, because it ain't the place you want to be right now. Okay, so I just want to give a shout out to the Salt and Pepper movie, and I also just want to say, y'all know y'all wrong. Now, I met Pepper before, okay? I met her at a furrier back in the 90s. I was there purchasing my second fur coat, this Russian guy who was my furrier, and she happened to come in, and I wound up helping her to pick out two coats. She was very nice, Pepper, very nice lady or whatever have you, but she just didn't have any good taste. She didn't have any good taste. And, you know, I tried to help her. The Russian guy told me that he said, help her. He said, Pepper, she's good at picking out fur coats. Listen to her. She knows the styles, you know, but she still wound up picking out some old lady coats. You know, the coats didn't really match her. You know, I feel like, you know, the color scheme, the colors that she got didn't really go with her complexion. Like, you know, anyway, anywho, I tried. But I met her. She's pretty cool. But what they did to Spinderella was not cool. It was not cool. But it is what it is. Um, Karma's a bee. Somebody's always dogging out poor Spinderella. I mean, if it wasn't Kenny Anderson, I don't. It's always somebody. Okay. Moving right along. Sticking to New York. We're going to go back out and we're going to discuss Wendy Wendell Orenthal Williams. Another one. She used to work across the street from me. I used to see Wendy at the salad bar before surgery. Wendy was always built really, really bad. And even after surgery, it's just me and Wendy went to the same shoe store. We had the same shoe guy because I wear a size 12. She wears a size, I believe, 11, 12. And I would come, and a lot of times certain shoes weren't available because Wendy would come in and buy them all out. This was years ago. Um, I want to see Wendy's documentary. I don't know why she did one, and she's still very young, but it is what it is. So shout out to Wendy Wendell Williams, still hating on her husband's baby mama. Girl, give it up. Okay? Just give it up, Wendell. This is what happens when you're not paying attention and you're over here telling everybody else what to do with their baby mamas. Okay? It happens to the best of us. Trust. At least you got your money, girl. I wouldn't give a damn as long as I have my coins. Okay? Moving right along. Scratch. So, have you guys seen what happened up there in Harlem? I just have one question. The poor young lady who got bitten by those demonic, dog haired sap suckers, nakers, who just literally tried to eat this woman's face. I don't know what kind of drugs they're on. I don't know what kind of spirits or demons that they're facing. But why would you try to eat somebody's friggin' face? This is, you know, I grew up with dogs. My stepdad was a dog breeder. Once you bite and you draw blood, we would have to put the dogs to sleep, okay? These nakers that did this to this girl, they need to be put to sleep. And it's not my fault. This is just the rules. You draw blood, that's like being a vampire. How you gonna what kind of disgusting okay, so my real question is, why haven't they been found yet? Cameras every y'all know that the cops been watching them cameras. They been looking at them, looking ass cops, been watching them cameras. Why haven't they found them yet? Not only that, this is not the first time that he's took a chunk out of somebody, this fella. So what I'm trying to figure out is, this is why I left New York, they trifling asses. Why y'all didn't find this guy yet? I heard they got a bounty out. Y'all know y'all need the money. Why nobody ain't find homie yet? I hope that you guys are maybe doing some street justice then, because that's the only thing I'm going to settle for. If the cops have not gotten to this fool, this naker, the only thing I'm going to settle for is that you guys have went on foot and found this dog ass naker and dealt with him and left the cops out of it. Straight, no chaser. That's all I want to hear. I don't even want to hear no more coverage on it, unless okay, no marching. I could give a damn about the marching, unless I see in the paper that they got them strung up on a tree somewhere by the cops, or they found them somewhere and they don't know who, what, and where. Please don't report on it anymore. I'm gonna get mad. Okay, scratch. And last but not least, did you see that bootlegging interview with Funk Flex? Liposuction getting ass. I used to always go on Funkmaster Flex's boat rides and his ski trips and, do all of his little functions and stuff because, I liked his music and I used to just like going to functions and stuff. I was a hip hop girl. My daughter says groupie. No, I don't know about groupie, but I like to go out and be in the know. When you live in New York, you're in the know. But how in the, okay, see, what people don't seem to understand or remember, and maybe it's because I was such a Jay-Z stan. Jay-Z, everybody was like, oh my God, he was messing with Trump. First of all, everybody was messing with Trump. I was messing with Trump. I voted for him. Everybody. Now stop playing with it. We from New York. Y'all know what it is. They were all his friends, every last stinking lying one of them. Right? Okay. But why is everybody so surprised that Jay Z was able to get this snitch that works for him pardoned? Jay Z said that he was a black Republican. So, what part of being a black Republican don't you understand? He is a black Republican, which means he's rolling with the Republicans. Duh. Come on, you people, you know what? Anywho, let me scratch that off. So people just get mad and waste energy and sweat and tears for nothing, honey. And then the real stuff, they don't do nothing. So now, guys, I'm gonna burn a little sage because that was a bit much, honey. We got to get ready to sign off. I'm gonna sign off, and we gonna burn a little sage for the page, honey, because all of that was a bit much, honey. All them spirits and demons and Republicans and Mama say mama sa mama usa. Mama say mama 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 usa. Say mama 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 usa. Mama say mama 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 usa. All right. I think that did it. All right, guys. So now I'm going to let it burn, kind of like Usher. And then I'm going to finish drinking my Walmart $5 wine out of my straw. Because, I just get tired of drinking it out of the bottle all the time. Let me show you. Nah, you don't need to see. Anyway, and I'm just going to call it a wrap before the phone cuts off. So, you guys stay prayed up. Keep packing the heat. Pay attention. Don't sleep. And I'll hit you on the next one. Peace. And here, Grease.